So as you can see, in this game, my opponent gave me queen odds, which, well, you would think that this is like the simplest win ever, but actually it was rather a lot more difficult than I thought. My opponent put up very, very good resistance. I would never imagine that it would be as many moves as it took to actually checkmate my opponent. Now, do I think that I could win against the top 10 players um, starting from this position? Yes, including Magnus Carlsen. Yes. Would I bet money on it? Yes. I think I would win probably 8 or 9 times out of 10, um, assuming that the time control was 10 minutes. So we have pretty much a standard French defense, except that my opponent is playing without a queen. And here, well, the sample lines are really just for fun. I mean, they don't really change the evaluation of the game, obviously. And here I decided not to take en passant because, well, after takes, pawn takes, if I ever castle, then my opponent can castle queenside and bring this rook to the g file and the other rook on a8 to the f file. And, well, even without a queen, you can still get checkmated. Here I play knight bd2. Again, another sample line. Knight d8, just going back, not trading pieces, which is what you want to do, just shuffle pieces. Knight f7, again, not committing the king to either side. Basically, the strategy for black is just to shuffle the pieces as much as possible and just asking the question to his opponent, myself, how are you planning on checkmating me? Again, another sample line, bh4. b6, which is a move I was expecting, not letting the knight land on the c5 square, where it would be very good and it would attack the bishop. Basically, any trades are just good for me. So here g5, I didn't want to have to deal with g4 and then I mean my knight could go to h4, but then the pawns get rolling and if my king is not really that safe on the king side, I mean I'm obviously not gonna castle at that point, at least not on the king side, but I've already pushed the a pawn and, well, the light squares are weak, so I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna sacrifice a piece with bishop takes. So if you don't want to sacrifice a piece and well, you can calculate perfectly, then Yeah, rook a2. I don't get that move at all. That's either a blunder or it's just like a move that's way too deep for me to understand. And I mean, come on, 91. Again, the evaluation says that this is completely winning for white, but now it's starting to look kind of scary for white. I mean, not like I'm gonna lose, but like I need to sacrifice some material in order to not get checkmated. So I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna do it right away. Get 2 pawns for the bishop. I'm still up a lot of material. And here bishop h6 allows this move, queen h5 check. Another sample line if you don't want to give the check. And here sacrificing the knight. But this just gives back the piece and basically there's nothing for black. And well, I had a lot of options, but I wasn't sure how to which would be the right move order to execute the plan that I had. And well, 92, I mean, the discoveries bishop 6 or bishop g7 don't really do anything, but a blunder would be to play knight here, because after the king goes here to g8, if you play this move, then you're losing the queen. So that's a very tricky move by my opponent. So after that move, I decided that, you know, this wasn't going to be as simple as I thought. And well, here my opponent played this move, which is very good, bishop h5. The whole idea is, well, you're gonna see the yeah, just to put the rooks on these two files, put pressure, and play g4 at some point, which the bishop on h5 is now stopping. And knight h2 in order to play g4. My opponent goes here, and now I can't play that move. I could take on g4, but if I take and takes, now the knight has a very nice square on f5. It's a very nice outpost for the black knight, which makes my life more difficult. I don't want to give that kind of advantage to my opponent, because it's gonna slowly but surely decrease my advantage. And well, if my opponent has more space, then it's gonna make things more difficult to execute. Just from a practical point of view, I didn't want to do that. I go back. This was the way to do it. And now you can get play g4. I mean, at some point I have to open up the position, so um, if I have this break g4, then this is the only other way to do it. Another sample line. Yeah. Now that's a visual move. And now ask yourself, when have you seen a pawn structure like this? And the answer is never. You've never seen it because, well, the only way you can get this is if you're playing someone that's giving you queen odds. And here I was a little worried about the potential discovered checks if this knight moves, so I just went back with the rook. I was also running low on time. Just getting out of the pin. And here, it's a very interesting moment in the game. I played this move, which right before my opponent made his move, I thought I just blundered. No, this is what my opponent played, but actually, this is fine for white. This is also playable. But this is actually just completely winning for white. I mean, yes, you do get more material, but the engine sees a forced mate. I feel like depth 26 or 28. And here I played this move, which is a blunder because now the evaluation is plus 12, whereas I think I have missed mate in 9 or 8. Yeah, after knight h7. So yeah, not my best game. I missed forced mate in 9 moves. And well, my plan is pretty simple, just push the pawn and make another queen. This is a very good move, just forcing the trade of rook for queen. You can't go here because I just take it with check, and the knight is protecting the queen. So, and now I was pretty confident that I was gonna win, although I was running low on time, so I was like just really trying not to get a stalemate. And well, because the pawn here can't move, you know, that's a real possibility. quick checkmate. So if you like the video, do share, like, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.